CataractCoach.com. White cataract drops into the vitreous. Here's how to properly manage this complication. I'll give you a hint. Let it go. So here's the white cataract. Nice little rexus being done here. Let me tell you about the Cataract Coach website. Do you know Cataract Coach is your source for cataract, glaucoma, cornea, and refractive? Everything anterior segment. It's on CataractCoach.com. And the website has a lot more information than just YouTube videos. So check it out. Anyway. Here's the double rexus technique. So obviously a very experienced surgeon doing a beautiful job here with the double rexus technique. So you got a nice capsule rexus. So what's going to be the source of the posterior capsule rupture? Why is this going to drop in the vitreous cavity here? So let's take a look. Let's see the phaco technique here. So going in with the phaco probe, maybe buzzing in a little bit. I've put the video back to normal speed here now. And it's already tilting. Look at the nucleus. It's already tilting. It's just going to go. There is no support there. Now, I suspect this patient had something that traumatized the posterior capsule. Perhaps a prior vitrectomy, perhaps even an intravitreal injection that damaged the posterior capsule. You can see this nucleus has no support. It is ready to fall right back in the vitreous cavity. My advice now is just to lift it up. Can you trap it between the two instruments here, the chopper and the phaco probe, and just lift it up into the anterior chamber? I wouldn't chop it. I want to bring that whole thing up in the anterior chamber. If you want, you can buzz into it, but bring it up out of the bag. Don't chop it because it's just you're gonna make smaller pieces. They're falling back here. So I suspect the patient probably had a prior. Oh, there it goes. It's gone. Don't come out of the eye either. So here we go. Some viscoelastic going inside the eye. The surgeon's gonna do a great job here cleaning this up. Now I suspect this is not the surgeon's fault. This is not iatrogenic. This patient probably had some other trauma to the posterior capsule, and that's what caused the white cataract. Think about it. If you had a patient who suddenly develops a white cataract, a few days after having an intravitreal injection, well, what do you think happened? Or the patient gets a white cataract a week or two right after a prior pars plana vitrectomy, what do you think happened? It damaged the posterior capsule. And in those cases, you tend to blow out the capsule with any hydro dissection. So in a case like those, the best approach is to bring the nucleus up into the anterior chamber and probably perform an MSICS procedure. Oh, there's the nucleus. Now it's tempting to try to get it, right? Do not. Let it go. I assure you, let it go. Now, when I lecture in front of a big audience, I always ask, okay, everyone in the audience, raise your hand if you have dropped the nucleus. And essentially all hands go up except for a few. And the few that don't raise their hands, the answer is either you don't operate, or maybe you haven't done enough surgery yet to experience it, or perhaps you're not being totally truthful. If you do cataract surgery, if you've done thousands of surgeries, I promise you've dropped a nucleus. And again, like in this case, it's not necessarily surgeon error. In this case, it is not surgeon error. There was some other issue happening here that caused this problem. Now, cleaning up, now you've got to do a good thorough anterior vitrectomy. I like how the surgeon is using the two paras and not using the main incision here. Now, to do this vitrectomy, you want to stay in with triamcinolone, take your time. What is your goal here? Your goal is to clean up the vitreous prolapse from the anterior segment, and if you can, get a very secure IOL placed, like a three-piece lens here in the sulcus, with the haptics in the sulcus and the optic captured through the capsule rexus. That would be fantastic. And then to send the patient to your vitreoretinal colleague. There's a three-piece lens. Let's see the delivery. I like the idea of going on top of the iris initially. There's a three-piece lens. Let's make sure that goes into the sulcus appropriately. Dial in the one haptic, dial in the other, and hopefully an optic capture as well. And once you've cleaned up the anterior segment, suture up your incisions and send the patient to your vitreoretinal colleague. You want to try to keep that cornea clear. You don't want to put a ton of phaco energy in the eye that's not needed, because the retina surgeon is going to need to look through your cornea and, of course, the IOL to operate there in the back. Now, sometimes you may send it to your vitreoretinal colleague without placing a lens. That's okay also. Maybe your vitreoretinal colleague wants to place the IOL for you, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine as well. But share the love, and as I say, the liability with your vitreoretinal colleagues. They need to help you with this. And, we have a retina channel coming. The Cataract Coach sister channel is retinarounds.com. It is coming soon. It'll be coming in 2025, and we will all learn together, and we will feature even combo cases. And we'll have a case like this where we'll have commentary from two surgeons, a vitreoretinal surgeon, who is going to be announced soon, and, of course, for me. So here, I like the suture there. Good job. Look, the pupil came down, so obviously there's no vitreous prolapse in the anterior chamber anymore. I like the air bubble too. Yeah, put the sutures in. Make sure it's sealed up nicely. Send the patient to your vitreal colleague. Remember, do not fish for the nucleus in the vitreous cavity. When it goes to the vitreous cavity, it's already gone. Let it go. Remember, Cataract Coach, everything cataract, glaucoma, cornea refractive, and retinarounds.com is coming very soon for everything posterior segment.